Hey Bearassers, some of our content may be offensive or triggering. Your feelings don't affect our opinions on the show. You're offended? You can kiss our bare asses.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Bare Ass Podcast.
Oh man, I got stuck there for a second. I couldn't move. I think I was about to have a stroke.
Glitched out, huh?
Yeah. Episode 26, boy.
26.
26.
26. I thought it was 27.
It's 26.
26 or something.
26.
Yeah.
26 episodes.
Bare Ass Podcast, everybody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We did it, boys. We
Here we
made
are.
it.
We're
made
still-
it.
The 27 Club.
And I'm still here.
Oh, God. He's got noises now. That's real frightening.
That was guttural, Sam.
Yeah.
I mean, here, take my wallet, take it all.
Give me your wallet.
I don't want any trouble.
All right.
Sam Squat's getting angry. Oh, man.
Yeah, he's out of control, like usual.
Out of control. Like this country is out of control lately.
Is that an understatement?
A little bit. It's been getting pretty wild. Oh, my God. You're angry, Sasquatch. We get it. Now go away for 4 episodes.
Oh, man.
Please. I can't take you anymore. I'm going to blow your brains out.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
I think Sam Squatches are protected, aren't they?
In some states and
Maybe-
provinces in Canada.
Maybe in your mind.
Can't hunt them in Florida.
How dare you?
Yeah, okay.
How dare you?
How dare you?
All right.
Wait, yeah. You get that out of your system?
I'm feeling better.
Okay.
I'm
Fantastic.
just trying to do my part. You know?
Fantastic.
For the Bare Ass Podcast,
Yeah.
I'll do anything.
Fantastic. John's over there like, whoa, what am I doing here?
Yeah. Yeah. He did.
Why did I even show up?
Yeah. He tried to break down on the way here.
Yeah.
Just couldn't.
Jeez.
Made it anyway.
Yep. Here we are.
Here we are. Here we are.
So we just free flowing in the rubber room the whole time?
We are just gonna
Room it up tonight.
I think it is rubber room all the time.
rubber room all the time because it's gotten so insane.
You sure? I think we're stuck.
We're stuck in the rubber room.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
It's hard to get out of there.
yeah. Is someone gonna introduce an episode-long rubber room? Somebody gonna introduce it? Oh, there he is.
Introducing the Rubber Room again.
For one entire episode. Okay.
Right.
You see in England, they're jailing people now for their comments on social media.
Jailing them, huh?
Anti-immigration stickers. One guy got like 18 months or something.
Yeah.
And then an immigration guy graped somebody who's actually from the area, and he got like community service.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
So I mean, it's basically in your face that you don't have rights.
None.
So that should tell everybody. And they're trying to scare us. Remember, like we're seeing this stuff. Like they're trying to make it look like that. This is what's coming to us. All I gotta say is, bring it on.
Nope.
Bring it on, because it's gonna end everything.
Well, check this out. Everyone's talking about how Russia's so evil and bad and a communist country. Here's an interesting little tidbit.
In Russia last year, 400 people were arrested for things that they said on social media. 400 people in Russia. Obviously, this country is very different. How many people do you think were arrested in Britain for things they said on social media last year?
Go on.
Take a guess.
I have no idea.
3,300.
Really? Arrested for what they'd said on social
Who's
media.
the commies again?
Yeah.
What sort of things get you
Well,
arrested?
one example I give in my show is there was a young woman from Liverpool called Chelsea Russell, and people can look this up. Her friend was killed in a car crash, a 19-year-old woman, and she posted the lyrics of his favorite song on her Instagram, the lyrics. And there was a rap song, so the lyrics contained several instances of the N-word. Okay? She was arrested, prosecuted, found guilty, given 500 hours of community service and a fine, tagged, and for a year she was under 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. curfew
My goodness.
in Britain
In Britain.
in 2018.
That's
so we
supposed
talk
to be
about
freedom.
the Chinese system of social credits.
Right.
I think it's time to end
describe it
these
as
criminal
creation
governments
or the emerging of a
permanently.
digital prison.
Digital prison.
But we're doing it to ourselves voluntarily in the West, so to speak.
Absolutely. I mean,
So
one,
we'll cancel people socially if they say the wrong thing on social media. But you're
Pretty scary.
It is.
She had to do that for posting a song that somebody else wrote.
What is 500 hours? It'd be about what?
Well, 100 hours is 3 days, basically.
It's too long.
Yeah, it's too long, is right.
It should be nothing, really.
48 for...
What it should be is
a couple
everyone should uprise and hang these motherfuckers. That's what it should be. We're over 30 seconds in, so dropping a swears.
It's fine.
Yeah, we'll allow it.
Yeah.
Allow it.
The censor...
It's called emphasis.
Allow it.
The censorer didn't censor it, so he must be on break.
It's all right with me.
500 hours is like 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's like 3 trees.
24 hours a day, though.
Yeah,
So if you did 8 hours a day...
24 feet.
And all I have to say for all the sensitive ones out there is it's not good to be well adjusted in a sick society.
Yeah.
So when you see this kind of shit, this is not acceptable.
Yeah.
These people should be dealt with. Any cop who arrests you for something like that, any prosecutor, any judge, any politician that signed the papers, they all are guilty. Mm-hmm. Period. End of story. And whoever reported them, they're guilty too.
Well, they must have
So the whole chain of people, there's a lot of people that need to be hung for that kind of shit.
Guilty.
They must have some internet detectives scouring around. Here's another guy that got
You have been committed
Sentence.
for sentence, having pleaded guilty to an offence of publishing written material which is threatening, abusive or insulting, intending thereby to stir up racial
his wig.
You have besmirched my honor, good sir.
is that it arises out of the civil unrest
Mops on
and
their head.
disorder in many parts of the United
I
Kingdom.
feel like pulling off a glove
Night
and
of the
slapping him in the
2nd
face.
A wet one.
Britannia
Leather.
Leeds was attacked
Yeah.
by people who threw missiles which damaged windows.
And they're drinking their tea.
The police were launched on
Oh
the
my
foot
gosh.
you took to social media
You took
in
to
order
social
to encourage
media.
others towards that I
This is
pass has been
ridiculous.
reduced
What
by
did he
before
get
you are
sentenced? How
released.
long?
You, or,
I think it was like 20
victim surcharge
or 3
will
years or
apply.
something. 20 months. 20 months.
Action order.
20 months in prison for posting stuff on social
Yeah, and I
media.
seen something where they said they would come after people even
Yeah, they
in the U.S.
Yeah, so the
Guess
U-
what? Come and I will end you. I will end you.
Well, people
That's the end of it.
People in the U.S. caught wind of this, so they started trolling their police, the internet where you can report a crime. So everyone in America started trolling them, just ripping into them.
Hello,
The police chief.
governor.
The police chief came out and said, we will come for you and we will expedite you to Great Britain and charge you to the fullest extent of the law.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah?
You really sound like one of those guys.
Yeah, I just my teeth aren't crappy enough to be.
Yeah, they got to be bent back.
fully rotten
Yeah,
brown.
just like Niall Standish.
Potato eating banger.
Yeah, all them fish and chips.
Tough titty, said that kitty, but the milk was so good.
Wow.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Jeez.
Yeah.
How you do?
Oh God.
How you do?
God.
What do you think of that? That's my imitation.
Sam Squatches don't have accents.
You don't have any teeth, Sam
You
Squatch.
trying to say the Alabama Sam Squatches are different than the ones in the north? That was a little delayed, Sam.
Whoa.
Sometimes Sam Squatches have to delay the diaphragm. Doesn't quite work as good as it's supposed to.
So anyways, that's social media stuff. They're gonna try and push it here at some point. They're doing it here. They're getting crazy in Australia. They're trying to push this through.
A radical plan to
Look at
crack down
this.
on social media abuse is being considered by the federal government. For more, Nine's Oliver Haig joins us live in Adelaide. Ollie, how will it work?
Lila, good morning. Essentially, it will work the same as a passport. Australians forced to submit 100 points of identification, like their driver's licence or passport, when using social media accounts like Facebook and Twitter. Now, police would have access to those social media accounts, and it's all part of a crackdown on online abuse. Now, users could be liable for defamation suits or even criminal prosecution. It's all part of a plan hoping to deter people from engaging in
Well, I can
bad
tell you what we
behaviour.
need
Now,
to
the
do
recommendations
right
were
now.
handed down by a federal parliamentary inquiry. They're reforms that are being considered by the Morrison government, with the chairman saying there is merit to remove the veil of being anonymous.
We need to
Layla?
create a political action group, a 501c4,
Which
is tax-free money to battle politics, our agenda. And then what we do is we have people out there do a give, send, go. They'll fund it. And then we hire lawyers to fight in court against this stuff. And we have a political action group that goes to senators, all the local ones,
Yeah.
and they take them to dinner and do what lobbyists do, but it's for political action to write a law against this stuff. That they can't write laws against it. That they can't infringe our rights. And if they try,
there's going to be consequences.
it's going to be automatic consequences. So we just do the lawfare like they do.
You just use the law against
501c4, that's what it is.
Like they use it against us.
Exactly.
Beat them at their own game.
Yeah, just do the same thing, only we pool ourselves together. We need to crowdfund. We can do it, man. It's just we need to get to people who are pushers. There's all kinds of pushers out there.
We need you to like and subscribe and
But
share.
they push for good. Like they see, wait a minute, these guys actually are trying to do something. And then they'll help make it go viral.
Yes.
So if you build it, they will come. So the first thing we have to do is make a bare ass podcast that's a 501c4. Suck on that, sucker.
I might know somebody.
You move?
So maybe in the near future we'll be getting a hold of everybody and asking you to join the train.
Choo choo.
All aboard.
Come on, ride a train.
Come ride it.
Woo, woo. Yes.
Right.
I like it.
Riding that train.
Okay.
Yeah. So, after Walz got nominated as the VP.
I was so excited.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
unbelievable.
Oh, man.
People were defending him on the fuck Facebook.
Oh,
And
man.
I just was like, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, they were saying, oh, all his years of his life has been service. I'm like, yeah. Anybody who serves their country their whole life has $400 million. That's so normal.
It is. He earned all that.
Well, Walz didn't exactly serve his country. I got news for you.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Shocking, huh?
Wow.
He didn't do anything. He actually... wrong video. I'm sorry. I'm looking for a different one. Where'd it go? Here it is. The public needs to know how pathetic his leadership
The public needs to know
is.
How pathetic his leadership was as a National Guardsman.
On a 150-year-old farm in Brewster, Tom Behrens hopes his Tell It Like It Is style will finally get the attention he believes it deserves in Minnesota's race for governor. In a way, he's back again to wage a public war of words against Tim Walz.
He abandoned us, I mean, what the hell kind of leader does that? I mean, he just, as soon as the shots were fired in Iraq, he turned and ran the other way and hung his hat up and quit.
We'll get to Barron's new message for voters in a moment. But this all starts years earlier when Barron says Walz's misleading statements about his military service first led him to come forward in the fall of 2018.
So you try to get this message out, but Minnesota's largest newspaper checks it out, says it's 100% true, but yet refuses to print.
When I hung the phone up, I said, what the hell is this, North Korea?
Back in 2005, a warning order went out to the 1st Battalion, 125th Field Artillery to mobilize for a mission to Iraq. At the time, Walz served as the unit's highest non-commissioned officer, but months later, Walz would retire from the Guard, avoid the deployment, and run for Congress. Tom Behrens was next elected to the position and was asked to take his place.
I was like, well, for Pete's sake, this guy quit. And if I say I'm not going to do it, I mean, what the hell kind of leadership is that? If a company
That's
would
a real
say
leader right there.
that we're going to deploy to Iraq or somewhere and you're going to be gone for whatever amount of time, and then a foreman just says, no, I'm not going. I mean, what does that say to the 500 people that work in that factory?
No kidding.
Behrens would go on to serve in Iraq on a nearly 2-year deployment as a command sergeant major. All while Walz began using that title as a congressman. Behrens says he first contacted Walz with his concerns, sending these letters to Washington. They all went unanswered.
But then we fast forward to the election in 2018 in Minnesota, and you try at that time to get people's attention with this story and also with what seems to be very misleading.
So that's who we've got as a VP candidate.
That's who ruined the state.
Yeah.
We had over 40 billion surplus, and now we're 10 billion in the hole.
Oh, he was in
and there's way more taxes.
He was a dirty little...
He's a criminal. He's a criminal. That's what he is.
The George Floyd riots, the worst the country had ever seen in decades.
Treason.
While Minneapolis burned,
Look
you
up the
stalled
word.
deployment of the National Guard for an entire day, blaming the city for not submitting the right paperwork. You let your daughter leak the Guard's deployment plans online so that rioters would know how long they had to loot the city with impunity. Minneapolis is a war zone because of you. Just days after the attempted murder of Donald Trump, you called him and his supporters fascists, egging on the same rhetoric that led him to being shot in the first place. You have overseen some of the most radical youth trans surgery laws in the country. Under your leadership, teenagers can get their breasts chopped off and get sterilized, and your government calls it health care. You have the most radical abortion laws in the country. 0 limits. Every year, 5 to 6 babies are born alive and then murdered, legally, under laws you support. On immigration, you famously said you wanted to provide a ladder so invaders can come over Trump's
They got blood on their
You are
hands.
a
They're
radical
murderers.
open border zealot.
Yeah.
Also during COVID, you approved $500 million in hero pay for frontline workers, only to have 40% of that money go to people who were ineligible or, in many cases, literally deceased. The White House, you were Pelosi's side.
Stealing money.
For the Democrats demanded.
They stole
You tried to
so much
disguise
money.
yourself as a folksy Midwestern moderate. In reality, you are a white male version of Kamala Harris, radical, inept, undeserving to be in leadership.
Amen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's 100% true right there.
Yeah, he should have gone to jail for all that money, all the money he laundered to the Somalis. There was a bunch of Somalis doing
Like 250 million?
Yeah, 250 million.
At least.
And nothing happened.
Then also on the convid front, when they sent Nana back to the home, still sick, infecting all those other people in the homes.
Yeah.
Who knows how many thousands were taken out because of that action that he caused. And people that, hand down the orders. So all those people down the chain, they're all guilty too. Everybody, right down to the nurse.
Yeah.
I mean, these people don't realize, like, there will be trials. It is going to happen. Like, you might think, you know, same with all these pharmacists and doctors and nurses. The future is not good for you.
Nuremberg 2.0.
I mean, there's paper trails everywhere. So
evil can only flourish for so long.
Yeah. Once the light is shown in the dark, we see all the creepy things.
Yeah. And there's a lot of creepy
And usually you stomp them things.
Yeah, the shadow people come out.
Yeah.
Well, Vice President Harris took that work ethic, goes to work every single day to make sure families don't just get by, but they get ahead.
How hard has inflation hit you?
It hit me hard. It's hitting me hard.
What do you blame for it?
I blame the federal government at this point. If a working class mom who works as a paralegal cannot buy a $2 bell pepper because it's now $5, imagine a mother living on food stamps. Imagine a mother who's making minimum wage trying to feed children.
She gets it.
Yeah,
They're killing us without killing us.
She knows what's
It's a
up.
slow death.
If you understand that. They're killing
That's
us
why
without
this
telling us
is
they're killing us. They're hurting people.
The time limit is ticking
help themselves.
for the people who are doing well and the people who are in power. Your time is almost up. Like, so you better do something. Because when the people snap, like there is no courts.
Yeah.
It's the streets.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are stupid. You know what a mob justice is?
It's not pretty.
It's not cool. They will tear you apart. And we know who you are, so it's not like you're in the public eye.
It's like
everybody's got where you are.
Yeah.
I mean, you're all listed. Like, are you people stupid?
And they will tear you apart. There'll be hundreds cheering in the background. And
It's like my man Salente says, when people have nothing left to lose, they lose it.
Yeah. It's just common sense. I'm not inciting anything. I'm just stating facts. This is
History.
factual.
these
This is
things-
what
these
will
things-
happen.
Yeah, these things are coming.
When people's bellies are burning and they don't have anything and they can't pay the bills and the guys with the bills can't pay bills because they're not getting, and the bankers can't pay because they're not getting, and nobody's getting nothing, what do you think is going to happen? Inside a couple of weeks, it's over for you guys. Everybody will be at your gates.
12 meals away from anarchy at any given moment.
I mean,
and rest assured, they'll pull the gates down.
It won't take long.
Yeah.
I think they're just too arrogant. to
That's
realize
why I don't understand it. It's like, how are these people supposedly intelligent?
And they'll get into any
They're
hole
not.
you're in. They'll get into any spot you're hiding. They'll find a way.
Well, and not only that, there's people who created all your bunkers. There's people who made them, you know. They know where you're at.
And they'll sell your information.
And they have the heavy equipment that could dig you back. So,
we's
have the heavy equipment.
I think it's just pure arrogance. They get filthy rich, and then the money and the power goes to their head, and they think they're untouchable. And they'll continue to think that until they get touched.
It's dangerous because, like, you'll see stuff like on TikTok where, like, there's like a black dude saying, and then there's a bunch of people who do edits, so you see all the different, you know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's hundreds of thousands have liked it and shared it and all the stuff. And it's like, you know, I just noticed that white people do the same things we do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, they had the Wonder Bread, they had the, you know, whatever the deal was, and then one of the people are like, yeah, it's not a white or a black thing, it's a poor thing.
Yeah.
It's what poor people had to do. And they've kept us divided thinking we're against each other, but in reality, it's us versus them.
Mm-hmm.
And once we realize that it's us versus them, they're in trouble. And we're almost there. The 100th monkey is gonna wake up, and then guess what? Show's over. That's what it is. And they're deathly afraid of that.
They are.
Wow.
You know, on a happier note, I thought that we would scratch off a $20 lottery ticket.
Wow.
And split it 3 ways between all 3 buddies.
Wow.
What do you think?
Yeah. Is it a real scratch off? Because it doesn't look very real.
It doesn't?
No, it doesn't.
Well, you can scratch it off and tell us what we won, buddy.
Gee. 943. They only go up to 100.
Scratch her off.
Scratch off
Yeah, we're splitting this.
this fake lottery ticket.
Oh, man. Where does he come up with this?
Oh, man, it's really hard to scratch.
Huh. It's just been in the truck for a while.
Yeah?
Yeah, the sun beat
So
on
what
it a
state
little
is
bit.
this from?
It's just from the state.
The state of Joel?
It's just another state I was in. I bought it, I guess.
Reveal 3 matching symbols. Each one plays separately. You win up to $1 million.
It might be a little easier to scratch it off this one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
This is pretty exciting for us because if we win anything, we're going to build a fund this podcast and really get going. So,
Get this off the ground.
So we're wishing for good luck.
We need funding for advertising so people can see.
That stuff isn't scratching off very easy, is it?
No.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's not real.
Oh, come on. Any 3 alike symbols?
Not yet. Oh, there it is.
Is it?
3 diamond rings. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
How much is it?
$1 million. Whoa. Over 2 million winning tickets. Over 100 million in billion in cash prizes. Whoa. Please print name legibly.
Okay.
All prizes must be claimed in 1 year.
Okay. All right.
After the game has been announced, check lottery website or call the lottery hotline for the ending date. What state?
$1 million.
It's $1 million. Odds of winning.
It's a state of mind.
1 in 2 million of winning $1 million.
Yeah. That is. What are the odds? Live on the podcast.
Wow.
$1 million. What am I going to do with my hunk?
Wow. I won $1 million.
We
won $1 million.
We won $1 million.
Wow.
Wheeze. What is that?
It doesn't even have the perforations.
Oh, quit worrying about
Whoa.
that. I made those perforations, so just
Gold craze, $1 million. All right.
Okay, we'll cash it.
All right, I quit.
Just cash it in.
I'm out of here.
Cash it in at the gas station. We're going to the casino after this.
Yeah.
Because you know what?
I'm feeling lucky. Yeah. Lucky.
Yeah. Lucky
$1
7.
million, huh? What are you gonna do with all that cash?
Well, I mean, we split it 3 ways, so it's $333,333. After tax, we get like 200 grand each.
Do you know how many trees?
I could buy and chop down with 200 grand.
How dare you?
A lot.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Actually, that'd be kind of cool if you could do that. We'll just grinding trees up
Just
right in
turn
front of
them into
Sam.
wood chips.
Right in front of Sam.
Yeah.
He couldn't take it.
Yeah.
He'd be screaming the whole time.
Well, that sucked.
Yeah. I mean, it was fun.
Till it was not.
Till I realized you were trying to pass off a fugazi.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I was hoping you wouldn't catch on.
No, I caught it right away.
Yeah.
Darn. At first I was like, oh, he brought back a ticket from Michigan.
Yeah.
Then I looked at it. I was like, this motherfucker.
Yeah, but that's what it's like to win $1 million on
Well,
scratch off.
Now I know. That was a good learning lesson.
Yeah. So I just wanted you to feel that.
I felt it. I felt good.
Now let it sink in.
That it's 0.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Now go back to normal life.
Back to work on Monday. Darn.
Anyways,
I've always questioned, who are these people that are dumb enough to gobble up all the crap these government people spit and just gobble it up, and they're like, oh yeah, that sounds great. Let me go vote for you. And now I know that it's a bunch of IQ 50 people that we're living around. We're living around.
Are you
idiots.
talking room temp IQ?
Or less than room temp, like almost freezing. Almost freezing. It boggles my mind. Here's an example.
Today we're trying to find out from the attendees what Kamala Harris's greatest accomplishment has been as VP.
I mean, honestly, I'm not too into politics. I'm just here for the vibe.
Becoming the first female vice president. So becoming the VP is the best accomplishment?
Yeah, absolutely.
Being a good person.
Being a good person?
Yeah. She's I don't know. She seems really good for women.
Harris is there with the energy. She has a lot of enthusiasm, so it's important to get behind her.
Oh,
what is Kamala's
I'll
top
get behind her.
accomplishment, you think?
I can't say anything right now.
Her top contributions to policy or policy as VP.
I wasn't in on the policy making decisions with President Biden. So I don't know.
Favorite policies? Oh my gosh. See, I wish they would tell us more about that because I honestly don't know. I know she's done some good work with immigration, even though they say opposite.
What do they say?
Well,
They say she didn't do good work with immigration.
The fake borders are. All these immigrants are
The
coming
fake
over,
borders.
across the border right now, which I don't think they are.
People have been saying that Kamala's the border czar, or whatever that means. Is there an issue at the border? Has Kamala done anything about it? Or was there not anything to do about it, and so they're just kind of making things up?
So I don't think there's an issue with the border at all. I feel like, yes, illegal immigrants are coming to America, but that's what America's all about, is to come to America and live that American dream, because America isn't just for the whites. It's not just for the blacks. It's not just for the Mexicans. No, it's for everyone around the world. We're supposed to be a country of letting people come in.
No, we're not.
Legally.
I understand that with
lawfully.
They say the border crisis is causing all these drug issues and is causing crime, but in my opinion, there's crime everywhere.
Tell me where you live, dude. I'm coming over and eating all your food, and I'm staying for free.
Yeah, how was me?
And I got about 20 friends that are coming with me.
But did you catch that one lady who just has no idea what's going on? Well, they haven't told me what they've done. Translation, they haven't told me what to think.
Exactly.
We are doomed if they keep recreating.
Those people are just the conditioning work.
Yes, they're straight subjects of propaganda.
The propaganda work.
Yeah, and it works on them. Big time. Like, holy crap.
Well, I can tell you, it makes me feel real good every morning when I wake up knowing that I withstood trillions of dollars worth of propaganda and brainwashing, and I'm still good. Like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I know what's going on.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Trillions. Trillions.
Bananas.
Mm-hmm. So here's what here's the best explanation of inflation I've ever heard in my life. Right here. I'm gonna vote for this person in November.
Are you going to do to fix this problem with inflation? All right, thank you. Well, let's start with this. Prices have gone up.
Yeah.
And families and individuals are dealing with the realities of that bread costs more, that gas costs more.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to understand what that means. That's about the cost of living going up.
That's about the cost of living
having
going
to
up.
stress and stretch.
I understand completely now.
That's about a source of stress for families that is not only economic,
I
but
mean, I'm
is on
voting
a
for
daily
her.
level, something that is a heavy weight to carry. So it is something that we take very seriously. Very seriously.
Really?
And we know from the history of this issue in the United States that when you see these prices go up, it has a direct impact on the quality
Wow,
of
she is so smart.
people in our country.
It is
So it's a big
amazing.
issue, and we take it seriously. And it is a priority.
So what's she gonna do about it? That was the question.
Yeah.
All she did was word salad for 2 minutes, and then next.
Looking all over for help.
Oh my gosh. How can people watch that and then go,
there's even
she's perfect for her country.
There's times where she said things so insane that she couldn't believe it. You could see it on her face that people were clapping. She's like, oh my God. They're actually for us killing them?
Yesterday's, tomorrow's, today is the best of yesterday's, tomorrow's. What has been will be.
Yesterday was today. Tomorrow will be yesterday. Today. And you're like...
It blew my fucking mind.
All 72 people in the audience and the rest are CGI.
Speaking of that...
You got the CGI
most
pics?
popular presidential candidate that the United States
You can see on the glare on the
There's
airplane.
nobody there.
Kamala Harris. Now, this is her getting off Air Force 2. All right. Maybe it's even Air Force One because Joe's on a beach sleeping, literally. But I want to point something out. See, AI is getting very, very, very good, but it's not perfect. Now, there's a massive crowd here. This is a picture posted by Kamala Harris, by her campaign. Notice something. The reflection in the blue. I'm going to zoom in for you. This isn't conspiracy. This is literally a picture posted. I literally took the picture off of their social. So, TikTok, don't you dare take this down because this is a real picture from them. But it's AI generated and it's common sense. Because why are there not people on the tarmac? And if you zoom in on the last picture, if you want to go back and watch the video and zoom in on the other side of the plane, it's the same thing. Where are the people? They're not there.
And the pictures on their phone are just random things.
Like I said, AI is pretty advanced.
Yeah, they
but it's
showed
not
the
advanced
crowd of
enough
people,
to
all the
mirror
faces
front
were
Three
row.
arms and more
They were
faces.
warm.
You see that?
Yeah, one guy had
For
3
those of you
arms
that are
sitting
still
here.
trying to understand or not
Really sitting here like
think that
this. So
Kamala
we have a
Harris
third
is
arm.
like the second coming to Obama.
Oh my
The AI
gosh.
How,
cannot,
like, my...
it can generate
How does
a
it
picture
get
like
through?
This, but people that
That's
make
what
it
I
look
don't
real from the
understand.
back.
Because they don't
But
care.
it can't,
Who's
doesn't
the
know what's
fucking-
in front. It can't generate what's in front.
It's a big joke for
It can't
them,
generate
man.
reflection.
Let's just fucking put this out there.
I'm telling you, they get off on how far they can push it. Like,
It's a fucking joke.
All I gotta say is they're gonna care. They're gonna fucking care. Because once, like I said, once that 100th monkey thing happens and the collective consciousness wakes up to the actual truth, it's not gonna be good. Even the elites have even talked about this.
yeah, there's simulations.
They even said that if they found out how the money system worked by morning, we'd all be done.
Yeah.
So like people are finding out, and I just don't get it, man. Like when I don't know what it's gonna be. Something's gonna happen though.
Something's gonna light the fuse.
Something's gonna happen, and it's Dunsky. I mean, it's over for the elites, for the controllers. Because I don't see how it can continue for infinitum. I mean, it can't just keep going and going and going.
Nothing can.
Especially the way this is.
Yeah.
It's so in your fucking face.
Yeah.
They're lying to you about everything. Like, fuck.
Wake up, my
Yeah.
love.
Yeah. It gets worse and worse, and rumors of war everywhere. Here's a video of what Iran, because they're threatening to go to war with Israel or attack them, and then we got our senator trying to push a bill to go to war with Iran. But here's what Iran's playing over on their airwaves.
It's definitely a hype trailer.
Yep.
Clock's
Time
ticking.
is running out.
Iran is playing this. So.
Yeah.
Whoa, the air raid.
So that's saying, like, we'll nuke your asses. So you
For
got,
real, that's what they're playing.
Yeah, they're playing that. We've got Russia playing the same thing in their own little version, because I'm sure what's his name, Putin's getting real tired of all the crap going on. I can't fucking find it. Where'd I put it? Oh, here's another one Iran's playing.
Underestimate me.
Look at all those missiles.
That'll be fun.
They got the drones.
Holy shit, they're Yeah, those aren't making it here.
I feel like some of that was CGI.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
Just a little bit weird.
Big wings on top of those trucks, you know.
Well, those were the drones, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. You know, it's just a weird setup, you know. I think they'd bump wings and destroy 20 million just like that, you know.
Well, I guess I don't have the Russia one. But basically, it's the same thing. Russia just showing videos of we got missiles and nukes and blah, 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 blah.
I will break you.
Yeah.
Iraqi. Yeah, it's theater, a lot of it. I mean, I'm not saying that there isn't war that happens, but
everybody's got to flex.
Yeah, it's a lot of it is just saber rattling, and that's the whole rumor part.
Well, and just to show how crazy, you're talking about people losing it. People are losing it every day. You want to hear some messed up shit? Here's some of it.
Boy's mother, Elena Jennings, and her boyfriend are each charged with murder and child abuse for what the prosecutor says happened inside a home.
Investigators say 6-year-old Giovanni Chulu Jennings died from blunt force trauma to his abdomen and a perforated bowel after a lengthy period of confinement and abuse at a home in Madison Heights. They say Giovanni was bound to the wall by using a staple gun to his clothes, forcing his face into a corner. Investigators also allege the abuse included being shot with a BB gun. They say the boy's 2 younger siblings witnessed the abuse. His mom, Elena Jennings, and her
Looks like
boyfriend,
the dude from Rage Against the
Giacchino,
Machine.
are now charged with murder and first-degree child abuse. That's in addition to charges of lying to, but mom was aware of it and even at times encouraged it. The couple allegedly shared laughs over the boy living a nightmare.
Both Jennings and Giacchino laughed about the photo and Giacchino's use of the staple gun to solve, quote, the problem. According to the text, Chulo was being punished in this manner for looking out the window in the pen area.
Can you imagine being 6 years old, stapled to a wall, and shot at with a BB gun?
Having to endure that.
Having to endure that.
Your little life. Like,
until you die.
That's what you know.
Yeah.
At that young age.
That's fucked up.
The only justice there is would be a 22 behind the ear to both of them.
Yeah. I was
That's
just
it.
going to say, they don't even deserve jail or life.
No, there's no trials.
Nothing. Drag them outside.
They already know they did.
Yeah,
It's done.
Drag them outside.
There's no reason to go through the shenanigans.
Yeah.
The charade of a trial. Just to haul them out back and pop.
Get rid of them.
I guarantee you there's plenty of guys like me that would volunteer and I would sleep like a baby.
Yeah.
No problem.
They're not benefiting our society in any shape or form.
You can't rehabilitate that.
No. At all. They don't even deserve to breathe. That poor kid, man. I don't. How fucking sick are you in the head that you're like, let's staple our son to the wall.
Let's do that. Let's get the stapler.
I mean, that's their own kin.
Yeah, your own flesh and blood.
And they're like that. So what do you think you are?
Yeah.
You know, like that's why they can never ever be. You have to just get rid of that.
Like my kids driving me nuts sometimes, but I'm not like, all right, let's get the staple gun. Go grab the pellet gun.
Yep, I'm gonna start shooting.
Yep, I'm gonna start shooting.
Yep.
I'm gonna torture you till you die.
Yeah, and then laugh about it. Yeah, it gets even worse. Look at this.
How could a mother sit in the next room and
That poor
listen
kid.
to this go on? Because that's what she did. She listened to her boyfriend do this to her 5-year-old son and just sat there and listened. And listened and let it happen. Listened to the screams, listened to the agony, and just sat there. How could a mother do that, folks? To this little boy. Let her boyfriend do this to her little boy. And then hide him underneath the floorboards of the house. That's what they did to try to cover this incident up. How does a mother do that to her 5-year-old son? Folks, this case is horrible.
Because she's possessed.
Absolutely horrible.
They gotta be possessed. That's all I can think of.
Than 40 years
Possessed by fucking demons. How the fuck do you drown a 5-year-old in the toilet?
Has lost it. It has
Because you're sick.
lost it.
America's losing it, man.
Yeah, we're losing it because Satan is
Yeah.
here.
It's a sick society.
It's fucking.
That's why I said you can't. No one can be well adjusted in a sick society. You can't. If you
No.
are, then you're really fucked up. Because nothing bothers you. It's like, oh well, it ain't me. Well, then you're really fucked in the head.
Yeah.
You come to find that most of these stories.
I wasn't looking for that. Jeez. Well, let's wrap it up with this video right here.
Let's do that.
Let's do that.
Everyone used to get married around 22, 23. Everyone's now getting married around 32, 33. Life expectancy is going down. Home ownership's going down. Divorce rates going up. And these are all metrics that tell me that in order to live a life what you're pleased with, it's requiring more time and energy. Your dad could have worked 2.5, 3, 4, 5 years to own a home. People are having to work 20, 30, 40, 50 years to own a home. They're still the same humans. So by debasing the currency, again, you're increasing the time and energy required to live a sustainable life. It deteriorates society. It's really an awful, malicious thing to do to, when you say steal from people, they are stealing the time and energy from the collective populace. When your groceries double, when your McDonald's order doubles, whatever that is for you, and your gas price doubles, it's just requiring more time
it's
and energy
over
for you to
triple.
have the life that you need to have.
You know what, Jack? I think you have just nailed a much better definition of what inflation truly is and why it's so bad.
Yeah.
You know what needs to happen? It's called we print our own money from the Treasury and we get rid of the Federal Reserve.
Yeah.
So that 34, 35, whatever the F trillion it is now, we just say it doesn't exist. And you're all going to prison. How do you like them fucking apples?
Federal Reserve's a private institution. It doesn't even belong to the government.
Because I don't know about you, but as far as I'm concerned, we don't owe them a fucking thing.
I don't.
Except for dragging their ass into court and
giving them what they deserve.
Summarily giving them an execution. Because that's what they definitely deserve. The shit they've done. Imagine the amount of people that have suffered under the federal banks.
A lot.
The IMF and the Federal Reserve. I mean, the Rothschilds, basically.
The whole world's suffering.
We're all suffering.
Yeah,
I think we should take a moment and bow our heads.
Okay.
And give a little thanks.
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 Grazie.
And that wraps it up. Bare Ass Podcast, number something something.
26, fuckface.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Like
All right.
and subscribe. Share it with everyone you know. Let's get the ball rolling.
It's at W.
Oh, you fucking retard.
Bare Ass
www.bareasspodcast.com.
That's what it is.
Check it out.
We're out of here, boys.